And this interview coming up on 365 Sports is brought to you by Alan Samuels, House of Travel.
Alan Samuels, House of Travel. We are not here without them.
No doubt about it. Thanks to Bambi SQ.
I've been very excited about this interview since they booked it yesterday. I'm a big football fan, and I'm new to it, Kasey.
Okay.
Not really. I grew up playing,
of course,
but as far as like getting the knowledge of everything, I've decided like pick a club and all these
who's
things.
your club?
I wanted to start at the bottom. So it wasn't like, but you're sitting here right now, and I want you to maybe sell me on not doing Nottingham Forest because they're at the bottom.
Ooh,
and
I played for Leicester City, and Nottingham Forest is one of the big rivals.
So one of the reasons I picked Nottingham Forest was I wanted a story. Okay, because I could have jumped on. You played for the
Leicester,
Spurs.
Tottenham, so you
played for Tottenham,
Fulham's had a ton of Americans. So
so like it was confused. So. Am I crazy to pick Nottingham Forest?
I think
I want the story. I want the
story of being down for so long and having so much success.
I'm a Red Sox fan, so I've missed that now that we're
you want to go back to the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s.
I miss the pain.
Right.
I miss the drama. Right.
I think you're going to have a lot of pain being a Nottingham Forest supporter, but fair enough. I love it. I love that you just don't go, I'm an Arsenal supporter, or I'm a Man City supporter, or whatever.
I didn't want to do that. Like
Real Madrid.
I could be like, that Holland.
Who's the best ever? Yeah, okay.
Holland's unbelievable. He's the biggest dude I've ever seen.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you were the goalie on the national team for a long time. We have the World Cup here.
Yes.
And it was such a huge deal when I was a kid.
94 kind of kicked it off.
And I think that really... It's a slow burn for everything.
And you want it to be a slow burn, to be honest. Otherwise, it becomes a fad.
But do you see the legitimate, like now, from 94 to now, what the seeds that planted of the sport growing here?
But the problem is, I think in America, we love to sensationalize things. And so we try to talk like it's going to become the biggest sport in America. No, it's not. I mean, it's growing and it's continually improving and we're getting better all the time. But I played for clubs that were founded in the 1880s.
Yeah.
And in so many in the countries I played in, the best way for me to explain playing in the Premier League was if you combined baseball, basketball, and football into one sport. Mm-hmm. That's the intensity. That's the focus. In America, we have so many different things to be a part of. You can be, look, I'm a Seattle sports guy. I grew up, in the Northwest. And so, I'm a Mariners fan in baseball season. I was a Sonics fan, during basketball season. Of course, I'm a Seahawks fan during football season, from the Sounders back in the NASL days to now the Kraken. And But usually in the rest of the world, you're a football fan.
Yeah.
And that's it.
You are. Yeah. It's
maybe a little Formula One. Maybe if you're in the, Swiss, you kind of look at the Winter Olympics, but you're really a football fan.
What is your opinion on the state of the national team right now? And where people can realistically expect them to see make inroads in the Cup?
Get out of the group stage.
Yeah.
And then kind of see where we go from there. I always kind of say that you start with the draw. Mm-hmm. And if the draw is favorable, I'll say you can get out or you should get out. This is one of those draws that you should get out and then go from there and see who we draw after that.
It is probably something that's hard to describe being in a World Cup.
Yes.
And you were in several.
Correct.
4, right? Correct. Four World Cups. What's the feeling from the first? Does it change from the first one to the last one?
I think that the weird part about this, I think that the players are going through is you didn't have the 16, 18 qualifying matches in the 2 years before that kind of get you focused to that point. Yeah. And then you have that celebration of qualification. Then it's the focus of making the team and then being successful or to whatever level it is in the World Cup. So this is a little different knowing that we've had it for so long. It's been a bunch of friendlies. It's been managerial changes. It's been, so this is a little weird. I think now, I always said January is when it starts to get real. Mm-hmm. Everything before that was like, well, I've got time to do this and I got to do that. Now, this next camp, this last camp in March is is going to be wild for everybody.
Yeah, I imagine just it's the same as maybe being here for the guys for the first time.
Exactly. You've gone through this process. You've gone through the season. You've then had those playoff games. And now you've got that week of nothing, and then the week of, oh boy, here we go.
How often when you travel, you have so much stress and anxiety to set the trip up? You don't have to do that. Let Alan Samuels, House of Travel and Bambi Eskew do that for you. Contact them. You can call them at 776-2560, area code 254. We have our Airbnb here at the Super Bowl in San Francisco set up. We had 5 airline tickets set up. We didn't have to worry about anything. I sent her the dates of when we're going to be in San Francisco, and here we are. Thanks to Alan Samuels, House of Travel. Take out the anxiety, take out the stress, and let them do that for you.
It's a lonely position. Goalie.
It's a horrible position.
It's lonely. It's very much like kicker in football, where you have a very important, very specific job, and that does not happen the whole time. And then in a second,
now
you have to do it.
To be the hero or the GOAT.
Yeah. Do you have someone that used to give you, I mean, you were prepared. You're an elite athlete. You don't think of it, but like when you played a certain player where you're like, this guy always kind of gets me.
Yeah, but the hard part about goalkeeping is it could be your mom or it could be Thierry Henry. If they smash a ball in the upper corner, you're not saving it anyway.
Yeah.
What you want to make sure you do is don't give up that goal where people are like, well, you should have done that. So the problem is the minute, if I'm playing against...
Why are you over here kind of a goal?
If I'm playing against a good player and he sees me, oh, hey, I know he likes to go this direction. Well, he's a good player. He's going to be like, oh, why are you cheating there? Okay, I'll just roll it in over here. So you always have to just kind of clear your mind and treat everything neutral.
Who was the best player that you played with that you sat back there and kind of watched in awe?
Yeah, I mean,
because you've played at such the elite level,
right?
And you played with a lot of elite guys, but even like the most elite, sometimes you stop and you go,
everybody
Everybody
has those things, that is like, okay, this guy is special for these different reasons. When I played at Tottenham, Robbie Keane was one of those guys that could dribble 5 guys and score a goal. With the national team, Brian McBride was one of those guys that was going to outjump anybody in the world and score a towering header and you just go, wow, that was pretty cool. Yeah. Landon made a couple tremendous runs when I was playing with him at different times. And so, then you play against these guys. And the day after my kids were born, I'm playing for Leicester City and we're playing Arsenal, and Dennis Bergkamp scores a ridiculous hat trick and we draw 3-3. And it was just this, Bergkamp scores in the 89th minute to go 2-1 up. We score in the 91st minute to go 2-2. Bergkamp finishes his hat trick in the 93rd minute, and then we score an equalizer in the 94th minute. So, those crazy situations.
You were here on Radio Row, Media Row, to talk about your journey with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
For the first time going public with this journey.
What was it like to do it? And then everybody has their own way of dealing with it. Some people.
Yeah, we were very private. We didn't really tell anybody. So, and kind of the reason for that was, I came home, I signed a 2-year contract with the Sounders. I was negotiating a year's extension. I had a little problem with my hip. I wanted to make sure it wasn't something serious and play my 20th season as a pro on the treatment table. So I had a little MRI. The MRI said my hip was fine, but there was an issue. And they said, we want you to come back and get a biopsy. Get the biopsy, confirms that I have non-Hodgkin's. I meet with the oncologist. He suggests we just monitor it. I don't tell anybody. I don't tell my parents. I don't tell my kids. I don't tell anybody. But I didn't feel comfortable signing a new contract after I just got diagnosed with cancer. So I tell, the owner of the club and the guy that ran the club, played that final season in MLS. Then, we just kind of monitored the situation. 7-8 years later, came to the conclusion that it was time to start treatment, fully expecting to be just kind of routine, have this great success, and really didn't. I had, really limited success. I had, situations where I had treatments that worked really well. And then halfway through the treatment, it reversed and went backwards to the end of the treatment. Had situations where you think, this is the one. Doesn't happen. And then eventually, who I'm partnering with Bristol Myers Squibb for this drug called Breyanzi, which is a CAR T cell therapy, which after 13 different treatments, this was the one that after a month put me into remission, and after 3 months into what's called NED, no evidence of disease. And that was in the spring of 21. And now I've been able to partner with BMS to talk about the drug after so many difficult treatments, the one that finally got me out the other side.
Kasey Keller, U.S. men's national team. Obviously, you can see your sports commentating work and all that. So excited about the Cup. Congratulations on getting it through, and thanks for sharing your message.
Thank you.
With people, because I know it's very.
It's
very
weird.
difficult.
It is. It's weird knowing that I've gone since 2010.
Yeah.
And then today is the first day that it's gone public.
Yeah. Well, thank you for putting me at ease about picking a club that struggles.
Yes. No.
So,
it's too easy to pick the big boys.
It's too easy.
Yeah.
I want drama. I want drama.
Well, you picked it with Nottingham Forest.
Yeah,
so there you go.
I looked.
Yeah.
And plus, that's where Robin Hood's from. So,
well, there you go.
Yeah, that's it. So, Kasey Keller with us here on 365 Sports. Kasey, great to meet you.
Thank you.
All right.
When you play hard, sometimes you fall hard. Sports injuries require special treatment. At Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, our team of expert doctors provides athletes and active adults with comprehensive sports medicine care, diagnostics. Whether you're in high school, college, or beyond, we'll help you get back on the field. Call on the team physicians for Baylor Athletics. Call Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics.